This is a pre-entrance examination for me. So I'm very honored, very honored. And even I'm not entitled with Nagasaki University, but I would like to offer this presentation as a great appreciation. And through this, because Dr. Xu gave me a chance, so I do some survey, which you might not able to know. You may not know Nagasaki University has so much impact in Taiwan in different ways. So not only Nagasaki University offers a degree, certify the academic achievement of this young, right? We were young many years ago, Taiwanese. But you did contribute more than that. So I appreciate this time that our Professor Masako and all the Nagasaki University fellows understand how much you have done this. So let me, and there was a connection with National Army University, which I worked in 10 years, and also IDA, and also National Jai University. So I was studying radiation biology. I have very little knowledge about Nagasaki, how the atomic bomb, Hibakusha, impact. So when I studied from Jack Little in Boston Harbor, he was visiting Nagasaki for the research. And with that experience, he brought me a lot of inspiration. Oh, how radiation biology is so important for the fundamental research in biology. And I returned the same year like Professor Shi. Maybe I followed his step, come back. Without him, I may stay in Boston. But with him, then I come back. I find there's a great meaning to come back in Taiwan. And in the same year, 1992, many of you were not born yet, right? 1992, there was a big radiation accident. The radiation accident was not happened in 1992. It was happened in 1982. It stayed 10 years until this radiation damage was identified. You see, atomic bomb was hit. Everyone knows that because a lot of people died and a lot of suffering in the last second, then many years. But in Taiwan's Hibakusha happened in 1982, and in many of the buildings, in schools, communities, and no one knew it until 1992 in the springtime when Professor Shi and me come back to Taiwan. So we went to kindergarten, we went to, this is a radioactive building in Changhua, and this is in the primary schools in Taipei, many schools. And this is the first radio building rebars in Taipei City. And this picture was shown in Health Basics in a cover, I think in 1997. It was very difficult time because at that time, Taiwan want to build nuclear bomb, right? You know, before 1990, Taiwan want to build nuclear bomb, just like North Korea maybe. And then later we give up. Fortunately, we give up. Otherwise, Nagasaki University will see us as an enemy, right? You're not loyal. So fortunately, we give up nuclear bomb development, I think in 1988 or something. And I was working with Hibakusha in Taiwan, in many cities in Taiwan. So we learned Hibakusha. I didn't know too much about A-bomb survivors in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And in Taiwan, by the time the government said, no, Peter Chung, you cannot say radiation effect. You have no qualification to say radiation effect on human beings. Low dose radiation, nothing. You cannot say low dose radiation effect on human beings. I was not qualified. I was not allowed. Very difficult time. So through friend in Japan, I think this lady and some of the friends, and one of the Yamashita sensei student, young, I think she's a postdoc fellow by the time. Through this connection, in 1996, I say I better invite some expert to Taiwan to tell the truth. Very difficult. And Professor Yamashita, Shinuki Yamashita, was so brave. He came. Very difficult. I'm giving a lecture in Nagasaki University Hospital in 1996. And his mother is an airborne survivor from Nagasaki. And he was the F1, the son of the survivors. And this is the book, Madame Yamashita, his mother published the book. I still keep that book since 1996. And so that gave me a lot of strength. I want to say that Nagasaki University to you, is the mother. You are genetically connected with Nagasaki University. Nagasaki University give you a lot of strength, wisdom. And Nagasaki University to me, like a father, give me empower. When I was very weak, Professor Yamashita came with his mother. And that was in 1996. Then, in 1996, November, I think it's about this time, Professor Yamashita invited me to Nagasaki University to give the lecture. That's a lecture. And that year, we published the first very important article about biogenetic effect of low dose radiation from the hibakusha. It was published in Lancet 1997. And that was very important scientific evidence that low dose radiation still can generate biogenetic effect. And I was very humble to give my early study in Nagasaki University. Thanks for that opportunity. And this was after presentation, we have dinner. Professor Yamashita, and this is one of my students. Now he works in Tsuji. And this is one of the postdocs of Dr. Nakamura from Dr. Yamashita. And then I returned, not only once, I returned many times. I think it's about 6 times later on. In 1998, I visited because I came with more students from Taiwan. Many medical doctors, they study this low dose radiation effect on hibakusha. I think he also studied very much and so I was very surprised. Professor Yamashita invited a media to interview me. So apparently by the time Japan was paying more attention to hibakusha in Taiwan than Taiwanese government. Okay? See, I was very young before. 1998. All right, so, but this is not only Professor Yamashita. And later on, we have more research with more international collaboration. And later I met one, this is a very important publication in 1999, NASHIM, Nagasaki Association of, I think it's a radiation, hibakusha related association, was able to publish this book. And showing, we were right over here, this hotel, I think we are right here, and there were around 200 buildings with big and small scale of radiation contamination. Silent, it's kind of silent killer. And so, thanks to Nashin to publish this book. Okay, then Professor Yamashita's professor, senpai, how to say senpai? Professor Nagasaki came because Professor Nagasaki thinks our research on hibakusha could be important. So I was invited to attend WHO Rampant in Oxford University. And that was the first time I met him. And later I met him in Nagasaki University. He was the dean of Nagasaki University by the time, endocrinology. Then I invite him to Taiwan. I need this expert to say how scientific research can demonstrate. So Professor Nagasaki, and this is my professor, Jack Little, from Harvard, and many outstanding scholars. I think there's quite a few from Japan, Hiroshima. This is Yamashita also. So we slowly, we open up the channel to study and to care this hibakusha person. Now, what happened is in year 2001, you know, the good things never ended, right? In 2001, Professor Nagasaki came to Taiwan. By the time, this is chairman of Atomic Energy Council, the highest government officer of the nuclear safety. Atomic Energy Council, AEC, Professor Ouyang. He received Professor Nagasaki because he said, I'm sorry, we agree national compensation to this hibakusha in Taiwan. That's very important in year 2000. And with that, I think Dr. Nagasaki said, okay, Taiwan is open. Taiwan is coming better, so he can visit. And this is me, and this is the handsome man. This is Professor Shi. Since then, first time I met him. And another one, this is Dr. Hong. I'm going to say Dr. Hong. He is now the ombudsman, Hong Yizhang Wen. He's also in radiation biology from University of Tokyo, and now he's in in Control. So, all right. So now you see, there's a lot of informal lecture, not really. But to my understanding, Professor Nagasaki he came to Taiwan, and he visited National Yangming University, which I served, and he signed the MOU. This MOU is not big, but very important. He signed Nagasaki University signed MOU with the National Yangming University, and then later Professor Nakamura also come visit. Okay, I will tell about the story of Professor Nakamura. All right, so Professor Nagasaki has a long relationship with Taiwan because Madame grew up in Taiwan before 1945. And when the American airplanes start to come in Boeing, a lot of Japanese has to leave. And they left, as I know, they left from Keelung, the harbor. One of the sisters, Professor Nagasaki's wife's sister, was on the ship, and the ship was hit by the bomb from American airplane. So you see that they served in Taiwan long before, and that's the reason Professor Nagasaki has a long feeling about the suffering in Taiwan. Okay, after this MOU, it comes with one young doctor from Taipei Medical University. His name is Eric Chen. He got this opportunity to come to Nagasaki University. You see, he has a lot of sake and a good time there in November 2009. It's very, I would say, not a big one. You know, whatever we have done, we may see that's not very big. But eventually, contribution is so significant, sometimes we don't know. I'll tell you, and later I visit, I was able to explain and report study in hibakusha in Taiwan, in IAEA, and with Dr. Turai. And Dr. Turai write to Dr. Yamashita and Nagasaki say, oh, okay, there's a big meeting. So that was another meeting in 2011. 10 years later, Nagasaki University has a 13th rampant. The rampant is after Chernobyl event. We need to work together. So rampant and Nagasaki University is very important in this organized rampant. And this is Professor Nagasaki, this is Professor Yamashita, and this is me. and this is Dr. very young Nakamura. So I was very, very fortunate to join this activity. When I prepared this presentation, actually Dr. Yamashita worked with me closely. I sent him my update, and he sent me again another new picture, better quality. He asked a beautiful picture. He said that this picture to present to you has to be very quality. So last night I received this picture. I see the quality is much better. And see Professor Yamashita, Professor Nagasaki, and there's a lot of Nagasaki University leaders, activity leaders over here. Now I've come to not a conclusion, but so Professor Yamashita, I was very fortunate to meet him last year in Taipei. He has a short visit in Taipei, but I visited Fukushima in March early this year, and he introduced me to not Professor Nakamura is not young now. It's very mature, very successful. And this actually, after Nagasaki University, he went to Imperial College London, and he went to Scotland Parliament, go to UK Parliament, was a very, very human rights activist. You know, he is as a physician from TMU, learning from Nagasaki University. He's very, very outspoken, and he received by the President of Taiwan an outstanding award, Eli Young Award, when he was 36 years old, very young. Now he worked in New Jersey, in Johnson & Johnson Company as a big directors for medical research. Okay, Dr. Nakamura, this young Nakamura, also not only working in Nagasaki University, he came to Taiwan in 2013 when President received by President Ma. Wow, this is very important. And Professor Ma received him. I think there's a group of outstanding scholars from Japan and he recognized the significant impact of atomic bomb impact on human lives. And I visited Professor Nakamura in Fukushima. He now is the chairman of the National Peace Museum in Fukushima province. Very, very important. And also I think he's still working closely with Nagasaki University. On the way, I also met Professor Lin of the National Jiayi University, and he showed me two business cards. One is a one-way. Oh, one-way is right over here. Amazing. And also another professor. And so this is an early picture, early this year, right, in March? Nagasaki University visit the National Jiayi University, very good university, and outstanding scholar and fellows. So this is the last one. I received from Professor Hong. I was in the 监察院 in Ombudsman Control Yuan until year 2020. And after that, another professor, Hong Yizhang, he is also a radiation biologist, but also very important in human rights. He sent this regard to you, to our distinguished guests from Nagasaki University and all the distinguished professor, alumni from Nagasaki University. And I think I really appreciate, I hope with this presentation, you may give me a chance to learn more from Nagasaki University, but at least I will learn from Professor Xu. He's a leading alumni chairman over here. Thank you so much.